Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a round I got recently in the Psycho Bawoo. This was part of the last round of buffs from late April, so I guess we're only a couple of weeks out from the next round at this point. But Psycho Bawoo is not bad. I always thought it was decent, and yeah, the increase to most of its attacks damage, definitely helps. But yeah, it's a good suit. I it's another one. It was good enough when it came out. I got a video with it almost immediately, so didn't spend a lot of time with it after that. So, but yeah, it's pretty solid. Um, I'm always going to be blathery to some level or another, but it is currently 6 in the morning here. I did stay up and watch the Gundam conference just to see if anything interesting happened, and in the short term, not particularly. In the long term, there's a few interesting things coming. They are working on what they're describing as a remaster of First Gundam for the 50th anniversary in 3 years. I'm kind of fascinated and concerned as to what that could be because, it's been remastered for high definition before. And honestly, I don't know that I would want anything else done to it. Certainly, if they do, as long as the original stays in circulation too, that would be my preference. Much like with the remaster they did of classic Star Trek about 10 years ago. That's a pretty good remaster. The special effects, they did a good job of reworking those without them seeming out of place. That's really difficult to do. Other than that, they did announce there is going to be a new long-form Gundam Wing project. Did not say if it would be a movie, series, or what. Just that it was not. Just that specifically that it was going to be long, i.e., not another short film like the anniversary bit they did recently. I'm assuming. Also had the director of the Netflix Gundam movie on to talk about it very briefly. Just one of those recorded messages to the fans from the studio kind of deal. Most notable, he was wearing an 8th MS Team T-shirt and said that there would be both familiar and new mobile suits and other things in the, of that nature in the movie. So yeah, that should be interesting. I'm okay with that. But yeah, in terms of things that caught my interest, that's about it. There, some of the model kit designs for the Hololive collaboration actually don't look bad. They're talking about having a Gundam convention starting in early 2027 in Japan that will be then hopefully spread out to other regions in the world. So yeah, just a lot of things to for the future that at the moment are not the most exciting to just kind of hear people talk about. Okay, yeah, that's the refined camphor bit. But yeah, it's there was one more thing I thought, and the brain is gone. But oh well. I will remember it eventually. Or not. But yeah, it was okay. Nothing earth shattering. Was hoping for a new series announced. But oh yeah, I have a feeling the reason why a lot of this was so focused on the future for the 50th anniversary is about 2-3 days ago, Bandai Namco announced their results for the just ended fiscal year in Japan, and Gundam just about doubled its profits over the previous year. Or I guess I don't know if that was gross or net revenue. I am not a business person at all, but yeah, Gundam is doing extraordinarily well. Apparently, G-Quux and the tail end of Witch from Mercury both very, very successful. And yeah, I'm fine with that. I like them both. So And apparently G-Gen Eternal doing well. Gundam Battle Operation 2 being 8 years old, it did not merit a mention. But to be honest, given that it's, I will be shocked if it is still actively running as of the 50th anniversary in 2029. That's fine. If it's not, though, I really hope they've done something else to fill that niche. Just because, well, I'd kind of like to still keep doing the YouTube thing personally. But yeah, that is just my general impressions of that. And yeah, round's almost over, which is good. That's as much thinking as I probably have in me. But yeah, the shield on the Psycho Bawoo operates the same way as the Moon Gundam version. It basically has a very limited active lifespan when it is once you turn it on. It is not like the G-Doors version, which will stay active until it has soaked enough damage to vanish. Which I do prefer the G-Doors version. I get why they kind of keep that to specific suits. Basically, it's a lot of times. Oh, somebody disconnected. I forgot about that, and it's a shame too because they do have the lead. So, but yeah, brain. Yeah, I feel like the things that get the shields that operate the other way that have a certain like damage threshold uh, and no timer as opposed to this which has both. Yeah, wasn't sure if there was a an enemy pilot in there, so I thought I'd launch a few grenades just to be sure. But yeah, it's words. It the one that they give to supports is a little bit better at repelling melee attacks from raids under the right circumstances. So I get why they do it that way. But also, yeah, 40 some seconds left. We have managed to retake the lead. I think that has a lot to do with the fact that just one of the enemy team disconnected. I have a feeling that was just sheerest accident because, yeah, as the old saying goes, don't quit while you're ahead. And they were. So, and yeah, we are kind of a little bit spread out here. And yeah, there's definitely, okay, yeah, they've retaken the lead. I was about to say, there's plenty of opportunity for us to lose this, even with them being a team member down. Because one, that gives them a defense bonus, and two, it just yeah, we're spread out. But I managed to get a last second KO, but also so did the enemy team, I believe, like directly after I did or at the same time. So yeah, was not quite enough. So, but I got top score on 109,000 damage. So yeah, it is definitely doing very well, and I'm happy to you know happy to give it a shot. It was fun. Also nice to see somebody with a Transformers themed username in the room. But at any rate, that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. All right, so in terms of buffs, Psycho Bawoo at level 1 got another 2,000 hit points, taking it up to 22k. Its left arm equipment buffer got upgraded one level to level 4. Special leg buffer went up a level from level 2 to 3. The beam rifle, the cooldown time between shots got cut down by half a second, went from 5 to 4.5. Reload time went from 12 seconds to 10. Charge time went from 2.5 seconds to 1.5. Power increased from 2,000 to 2,300 on standard shots, and focus fire power also increased. I think the number of rapid fire shots you get, and thus the power, are dependent on how many shots are left in the E-Pack when you fire it. It does, I'm pretty sure it does empty the magazine when you fire. The Beam Saber got increased downward melee attack strength, so yeah, stronger downswing. The arm grenade launcher power went up 200 per grenade from 500 to 700. Reload time shortened by 2 seconds, so it went from 10 to 8. And also, it does more build stun, so easier to stop people with it. The Mega Particle Cannon subweapon, the one built into the shield, cooldown time between shots shortened from 2 seconds to 1 second. Overheat time went from 15 seconds to 12, and charge time dropped a half second from 2 to 1.5. Power increased from 800 to 900. That's per individual shot for normal firing. It does a nice little rapid fire when you don't charge it. Heat rate consumption dropped from 20% to 16, which is, yeah, so you can fire that more before it overheats, which is nice. Range enhanced from 300 meters to 350, so it can hit from farther away. Charged shot power has been increased. The heat consumption is reduced. I want to say it might have overheated the shield previously. Range is enhanced and higher build stun on that too. So the launching Psycho Plate skill, 350 to 400 per hit, and it hits quite a few times because they kind of swarm you and hit multiple times. Reload time on that dropped 2 seconds from 12 to 10, and once again higher build stun. The defense mode has the overheat time on that's dropped 5 seconds from 20 to 15, and it can take more punishment before it drops. So that is not bad. At 650, the average win rate for generals is 50.3%. Psycho Bawoo was at 40.5. Boy, I remember this being better than that when it first came out. I mean, that has been a while, but yeah. Rival win rate average for generals at 650, 51.1%. For the Psycho Bawoos, it was 33.5. Wow. Damage dealt average for generals 94k at 650. It was at 78. And MS losses were particularly high at 3.8, with the average being 3.3. So basically another half robot on average per round for the Psycho Bawoo. And then at 700, the numbers get even worse on the before picture. General average is 49.9%, a little bit lower than 650. But then the Psycho Bawoo is much lower at 36.4%. So yeah, a little over a third of the time, teams of Psycho Bawoos were winning at 700. That's bad. Also bad, the rival win rate was 28.8%, and the average is 49.3. So yeah, that's really not good. It was also almost 30k down on damage. 103,000 is the average for generals at 700. Was doing 76k, and the same amount of MS losses, 3.8, but the overall MS losses for generals, the average is 3.1. So yeah, that 7/10 of an extra robot per round. So yeah, that is some pretty substantial gains that needed to be made. And I've heard people saying, yeah, Psycho Bawoo really has gotten really kind of strong and somewhat overbearing after the buffs. And if they did overcorrect, I can kind of see why. Because yeah, these may be some of the worst numbers I've seen for a general in one of these buff documents. I'd love to be able to go back and check, but right now, yeah, just the last couple of months are up on the official website, so it's not quite feasible to be able to do that. But yeah, man, those numbers are especially not good.